For a little update to remind people, I was at the last event that Dean was arrested at. There were 2 prime fucking targets. If you want to talk about those that speak truth and are out in the face of the system, there was myself and Dean speaking at that event. Dean invited me there. So here's two prime fucking targets on the Saturday. Right at the beginning, could have come in and grabbed both of us. Why didn't they? I know why. And those that know the truth know why, because they're in the same position I am. They know they can't be touched. As a matter of fact, we fuck with them just for fun, because we know the powerlessness of the system and the little goonies. Remember, truth prevails, puts the veil over the demon. Truth always prevails. And they can't get past that. That's where they enter the fog of their own war and walk circles and get dummied. It's like they walk into this invisible shield of, and their mind goes blank. No, they want nothing to do with me and those of us that are getting the word out. We seek no vengeance. We don't need courts to get even. Sorry, that's their world. We don't play in that world. And this is exactly what I'm calling out again and again and again, especially for those that know better. I've talked to Dean about this. Here. This is the shit that literally breaks my heart. When I see people following gurus. You see, the thing is, pay very close attention to those of us that choose to help. And there are many of us that choose to help. We awoke. And, well, for me, over the years, it's been a matter of sorting out what was what, who was who, and who was really helping and who was really hurting. And when I realized I was part of the hurting, it was brought upon myself. It's a very simple thing to see. I'll get into the Petri dish tonight, too. Dee, you're going to love this one. We're going to take the scale of things down and back up again. So I'm going to show you how to make the slide rule work in the anagogic. Anyway, getting back to... I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. This is something that we've regurgitated time and time again. For those that are out preaching any form of legal remedy, are still fighting within and against the system in the most literal sense, you're doomed. If you do that, you're judged. And a little message came in, and regardless of where it came from, it doesn't matter. I keep that to myself anyway, and it's simply about the truth. So I leave the personalities out of it. The only personalities I bring into it are the ones that are out front and are a focused personality that is harming others. All right? There was a young lady, Teresa Harrison, who was Dean's biggest supporter with helping him get out of jail, which she didn't do anything of the sort. She might have the illusion of it, the illusion of a, quote, legal victory. There are no legal victories except leaving the legal world, period. She was arrested on Friday night, April 18th, kidnapped by the remote control monkey puppets. You might call them RCMP. I just call them what they are, remote control monkey puppets. No search warrant. They don't need one. Why would they need a search warrant to grab their own shit? You use a legal name, you're Crown property. Fuck off. End of. Bye. That's a legal fact. Easy to prove. Did you build the body you're walking around in? Nope. Did you name it? Nope. So the birth certificate has nothing to do with you, does it? Nope. So you're a third-party interloper on a contract that has nothing to do with you, right? Yep. Then you're agreeing to be Crown property because you're interloping on a contract that has nothing to do with you. That's between mom, dad, and the meat stick. Nothing to do with you. Don't confuse yourself as a meat stick, by the way. Okay, there's two worlds here, physical and spiritual. Which one do you live in? Right, okay. It's a very simple thing. Yeah, of course they broke into Crown property. You might call it her house, but it's not. If it's registered, it's Crown property. into her house, apparently smashed against her car, which, no, wasn't hers, it's Crown property. Manitoba, which is Crown property. We need to get the word out. We've been doing this for years, love. Another false arrest. No, it was, that's a perfectly legitimate legal arrest. That's called belligerence, the act of belligerence. Occupying forces, if you want to see the anagogic breakdowns of these things, spend a bit of time on the Law of Nations, Emmerich's work from the 1700s. It's a beautiful layout of natural law as it's presented in the legal sense of things. I talked about this years ago. That was one of the things that opened up all these doors for me in terms of seeing natural law being mimicked by man-made bullshit. Okay? Yeah, another false arrest. No, it's not a false arrest. And let's see what we can do to help her. Yeah, absolutely. And let me see. Regardless of the intent of the individual, I understand that Teresa is. I understand that we've all been in that position of you've had enough of the system and the lies and the bullshit and the cheating and on and on and on. Yes, I know you have. I get that. If you want the answer, it's easy. Get out of her, my children. Get out of Babylon. Remove the mark of the beast, legal carbon footprint. 666, Inc. Now, we can go way, way beyond this. I want to keep it real simple tonight for any newer people coming in here. Okay, this is a very simple thing, and we can go in directions that will melt your mind to show you the magic of what truth is. Well, I'll keep it simple tonight. There's a couple of little tricks we have. They're not tricks at all. They're decoding rings. Phonics is the big one. Remove the doubt, figure it out. It's really, really simple. And of course, you had a child there. Yeah, well, is the child registered? Did she surrender that meat stick to the crown? It's a devious trap, guys. The politicians are merely transplanted lawyers. And when one uses a legal name illegally to illegally vote an illegal individual into an illegal position of power using a legal trick, it's all illegal. It's a simple game. Legal name is illegal to use. It's not yours. You didn't get permission. The contract had nothing to do with you. Mom and dad registered, mom and dad named, mom and dad sold. Now, your agreement to your mom and dad, honor thy mother and thy father, the demon body worship? No. No, the true heart and the true source of creation, the true father, which is feminine, and the true mother, which is masculine. The modus operandi of creation through the father, the heart of all that is. It's all been flipped upside down and backwards, guys. Someone took this petri dish and fucking swung it around. You want to talk about cultures in a Jew-Peter dish? Yeah, we'll get into that one too. But anyway, yeah, that's a standard protocol. Grab somebody on a Friday and let them rot it out over the weekend. It's normal, just going down here. A no-knock warrant, they don't need to knock on doors they own. So I just simply put... my answer is this. It's called the legal use of a legal name, and Dean gets another one in the net for them. It's called rounding up criminals who use legal names and legal commerce without a bar card. It's legal name fraud. Google it or get rounded up like the rest of the dopies. And sure, didn't we fucking tell them? All of us told them. Face plant, face plant, face plant. Guys, do you want to be free? That's the only question you have to ask yourself. And you'll be caught between the proverbial rock and a hard place. Well, Kate, what do I do without a legal name? I can't. Yeah. What do you do? Well, I'll tell you what you have to learn to do. And we've been out of practice for a while. It's called trust creation. And the moment you do, the magic steps in. Creation has you. Truth prevails all evil around you. It's a simple thing. And all you need to do is get the word out to others. It's illegal to use a legal name. That's a legal fact. So anyone that wants to, contest anything in a legal sense, well, let's go back to that basis, that ultimate basis of truth, that it is in fact illegal to use a legal name or anything in the commerce legal world without a bar card. Do you have one? Likely not. However, humanity has been gifted with that. It was gifted, last July, I guess? It was something like that? Jane Doe-755. Now, what that was is the, the anagogic removal of the, we don't have a means to ever go into a court to say something. Well, actually we do, but we don't because we don't need to. It's just knowing that we do. It's like this, the nuclear deterrent concept. Well, I have a red button. I can push a button and blow you to kingdom come. But I won't. 'Tis enough that you know I have the red button, Jane Doe-755. Because they know that when that button is pushed, they lose. They don't play there. They won't play there. They leave you the fuck alone. That's what you're after, right? You see, and the only connection anyone can get to anything that you perceive as being yours legally, well, that's my house, it's legally registered. That's my car and truck and business. It's children, they're all legally registered. Well, if they're legally registered, then you have a legally registered something. And it belongs to the crown. You're walking around with dirty hands, Pontius. Time to wash them.